Hi group, I'm out in the shipping lane, shipping aisles. I took a gemba walk this morning and looked at our packaging, and I found at least one problem. Up here you're going to see the problem that I found. We have some boxes that have degraded. Not 100% sure that you can see the date on there, but that is 5/20/2022. The newer ones here, the date on there is 12/9. So you can see on the inside of the box that we have a lot of open space in that box on the height. After my last video, I went and talked to Frank. I took him on a walk and we looked at the handrail product, and I asked him to take a look at those boxes, check the sizing of the boxes, and experiment and try and come up with a box that would fit the product a little more tightly, that won't crush. Because if you look at those parts in the box, we did not make the box wide enough for it. So I believe that if we were to make the box wider, we'd be able to take the height of the box down enough that we would be filling the box, and it would not allow the box to crush. Hi gang, I'm back on the handrail problem. We're working on our countermeasures today. I worked with Frank. We made a few iterations of different kinds of boxes and different sizes of boxes to try and pack. So I'm going to show you what we did here today. I'm now where we packaged the handrail. As you can see, we've tried several iterations of boxes to see what we feel is going to work best for us. The first iteration was a box made identically to the way we currently do it. We just adjusted the sizes. As you can see, it's 7 5/8 by 3 1/8 on this one. As you can see, I've also got two handrails sitting on top of it. So that did not go very well. I was unable to get five rails into the top portion of the box. It did not matter how we tried to load it. I had several people come and try this after I couldn't get it in, because actually I had some disbelief that it would not fit. So the next iteration of the same box is actually an 1/8 inch bigger in either direction. We actually like the way these fit in this box. The material slides in and out fairly easily, so loading the box is good. And since our customers unload their boxes from the ends, this seems like it would be pleasing to them as well. We did try one that was 1/8 of an inch shorter in height, but the same width as that last box. And it is a little bit harder to put in the material and pull the material out. I'm actually struggling a little bit with that, and I could not just pull out one at a time on that. We do have several ways that we package in this facility. So in our railing area, we do top load all of our boxed section rail kits. So that would be the railing that goes between the posts and the brackets that go with it, and the balusters. So that's a top load box, as you can see there. So we did two iterations of that, one of them being the 7 3/4 by 3 1/8 that's right next to it here. It was fairly easy to box up, but there were some extra steps involved. We had to form the box and staple that. And then we had the same number of pieces of tape that had to go on it after the fact. So there was a little bit more work to that. There was actually more lifting of the material because we weren't just sliding it off of the skid and into the box. This one, you can pull the material out and you can push it in. It's a little bit tighter than the other one, not quite as pleasing. The next iteration was the very first size that we did. That was our 7 5/8 and our 3 1/8 high box. We did a top load box as well on that. So you can see that I can't get that material to come out. It's probably going to tear the bag, and it's not going to be pleasing to the customer to try and unload that if they have it in a rack unloading it this way. When we went through this process, we realized that we were using a lot of time taping the boxes before we started loading them. We actually have a glue machine over on our box operation, so we decided we were going to make the same box we had made over there, only we were going to glue the flap down. That flap has to be shorter because the glue machine won't be able to glue an entire flap on there. So this box is a little more like what we use in our post operation, where we load the posts from the end. So we would just have to tape the end of the box closed on one of them and slide the material in and out. Now this iteration of box, we made the 1/4 inch bigger height and width. We felt like we could close that up a little bit. So the last box we did, we made it a 1/16 less in height. So we're at 3 3/16 here. And if that looked like it's pretty close to what you saw before, I'm just going to remind everybody of what I said in my first videos. The box machine has an 1/8 inch tolerance on it, and that goes in either direction. So the box could become an 1/8 inch smaller or an 1/8 inch larger. So we tried to reduce that by half of the tolerance, figuring that that was going to give us our best bet at getting the right sized box. So the next step is we're going to take this box, we're going to make 15 of them, and we're going to repackage all of this product and see how it holds up on a skid. So we managed to package 11 of them today. We're saving 4 for the people that left at 10:30 today to try on Tuesday. It really looks like a very stable box. I think it's going to be easily stacked and it should hold up. We'll be able to tell if we don't ship any of these for 7 months like this skid was the first go around. So here is the skid of 15 boxes that we redid. The last 4 were done this morning by the person that actually boxes these. He really liked the box, and we are going to change the program on the box machine and make it this size.